Hello everyone, I am Hemant Singh Pokhria and today we will discuss about ADC and DAC and interfacing of ADC and DAC with 8085 microprocessor. What is the significance of ADC? ADC is nothing, it is analog to digital conversion. And what is DAC? It is digital to analog conversion. You know, analog signal is continuous in nature and digital signal has two fixed value, either 0 or 1, and these are in discrete form. Actually what happens in real world, we have only analog signals such as temperature, humidity and pressure. Okay, and suppose we have to process these signal in a computer cannot process these signal because computer needs digital signal only as a input. For this purpose analog to digital conversion is used, but all the analog signal which are in physical form such as temperature, humidity and pressure, and these are used to process through a transducer, and transducer converts that physical variables into electrical form such as such as current and voltage. Now these are processed in ADC. Now analog to digital converter will perform analog to digital conversion, and this is processed and given to computer because it takes only digital signal. Now this digital outform from the computer is connected to DAC, which converts again digital signal into analog signal. Now today we will see how to interface ADC with microprocessor. Suppose this is your circuit diagram. This is your circuit diagram. You can see here, this is your 8255 and this is your ADC 0808 and this is your microprocessor and this is your decoder. Okay, now we will see how these are connected through each other. Now what is the significance of this in 0, in 1, in 7? Actually there are 7 inputs, 7 channels. Actually ADC is 8-bit ADC and it has 8 channels from in 0 to in 7. Now depending upon the value of ABC, you can select any one channel. Suppose value is 101. Suppose value of ABC 101. In that case in 5 is selected, and in this example I took in 3. In that case value of ABC will be 0 1 1. Okay, this is your 8 inputs. Now there are SOC. SOC is nothing, it is start of conversion. EOC, it is nothing, it is end of conversion. And ALE, it is address latch enable. Okay, and in this example I have taken third bit of port C as SOC and it is connected at ALE, and 7th bit of PC7, 7th bit of PC is connected to EOC, end of conversion, and PB0 bit is connected to output enable, and PC0, PC1 and PC2 are connected with A, B and C. Okay, now we will see first of all how to determine the control word of 8255 on the basis of this example. In this example PA0 to A7 are connected with the data bus, so it is working as a input port and it is working in mode 0. This is working in mode 0. And PC3, and again we are checking here the value whether the conversion is completed or not. So this again SOC PC3, it is connected as PC lower, it means PC lower as a output port. End of conversion, whether the conversion is completed or not, so PC upper will be as a input port. PB0, we are checking at OE, so it is as a output port. Now you can see here, okay, the digital equivalent data D0 D7 is connected to PA0 and PA7 of port A, so it is a input port, okay. And PC0 PC1 and PC2 line are connected to channel select address line of 825, so PC lower is working as a output port. PC3 is connected SOC and ALE connected at PC3, and EOC is connected at PC7. So PC upper is working as input port because we are checking whether the conversion is completed or not. And PB0 of port B is connected to OA. Again we are connecting at output, so PB port is working as a output port. This is the control word format. First of all, you have to determine the control word of 8255. In 8255 lecture I explained how to determine the control register or control word of 8255. So in this case, because we are working in input output mode, so value is 1, value this is mode value of port A is 0, again the mode value of 00. Port A is working as input port, so 1. PC upper, it is working as a input port, so it is 1. Its value is port B is working in mode 0, so value 0. Port B working as a output port, so its value 0. PC, this is up, not upper, this is PC lower. PC lower is working as a output port, so its value is 0. This is not PCU, this is PCL. Now how to write a program to interface this ADC with 8085 via 8255. First of all, we have to write the control word in control register. Suppose the control register of 8255 is 83 and port A address is 80, port B address is 81 and port C address is 82. So first we will write the value of control word in control register. Then after assigning all the ports in different modes as a different function as input or output function. Now this SOC, this is important. This SOC start of conversion only by providing a high to low pulse, means 1 to 0. You can start your conversion and ADC will transmit the data. So this is your program, okay. First, what is the value of MBI? This is 98H. From where it came? This is your 98 1001191008 98. Now you have written this into where output 83, means you have written this in control register of 825, means you have assigned all the ports in their respective modes as a input or output function as given in circuit diagram. Now you have to provide a high to low pulse, okay, high to low pulse. Now you know what is the format of control register in BSR mode. In BSR mode, this value is always 0 and these are don't care bits. Generally we take 0 and you have to provide a high bit. So this value will be 1 because why this? Because we are using PC3 and PC3, so this is 0 1 1. 3 means 0 1 1, and 1, why this is? Because its value is high. Once again I am showing you why PC3, because start of conversion is connected at PC3, so value is 0B. Similarly, high pulse, high to low pulse, value for low will be 0 0 0 0. Now this value is 0. Again PC3 is used, so value will be same 0 1 1. So now this is 0 3. Now this is provided in PC3. So we will provide a high to low pulse in this, and this is your program. MBI A0B, this is high value at PC3. So MBI PC3 as, because we are selecting input 3 in 3 0 1 1. Now out 82, why out 82? Because PC3 is connected and you know the port address of C is 82. Then MBI is 03. Now out 82. It means now your conversion is started. Okay. Now you have to check whether the conversion is completed or not. You have to check your conversion is completed or not. Now where EOC pin is there, EOC, okay, this is at PC7. PC7 means its port address is PC upper, means 82. Okay, now we will check after every step. We will check in 82 because port C used, PC7, then RL, it will rotate every bit left side and value will come in carry flag. If conversion is completed, it will, if conversion is completed, it will not jump into L1. If conversion is not completed, then again it will form a loop. Now it will check JNC L1. Okay, in 82 RL loaded JNC L1. If value of carry flag is 0, you have to jump at this. Otherwise, you have to go next. Now MBI is 01. Okay, how, from where it is coming? MBI is 01. Now you have to write, you have to output this data, and you know where we have connected this OE. This is connected PB0, port B. Port B means port address is 81. 81. So MBI 01, out 81. And from where it is coming? 01. This 01. 00 in BSR was 000 because we are taking B1. So 001. Okay, we are taking as a output port. So this value is 0. Now your output is enabled. Now you can store this data in any memory location. STA2050, it will store in 2050 memory location. In this way you can interface your 8085 with your ADC. Okay, now we will see DAC. The most important is start of conversion. When start of conversion is performing, when you are providing a high to low signal. And end of conversion, total time taken to complete the conversion is called end of conversion or conversion delay, and it depends upon your value of R or C. R and C, higher this value, lower will be the conversion time. Yeah, you can say conversion delay. Now next we will see DAC, digital to analog conversion. The digital to analog conversion, what is the function of this? It converts digital signal into analog signal. DAC will accept a digital input. Digital means binary input, and converts it into analog voltage or current. Every DAC have n input lines and one input analog, okay, voltage or current. Every DAC require reference analog voltage V reference or current reference I reference. The smallest possible analog value that can represent by the n bit binary code is called resolution. Smallest change that is occurring. Now we will see how to generate a square wave generator using DAC 0800. You know, to generate a square wave from only two value are possible, FF or 00. In this case, suppose you are making all the ports as a output port. Okay, all the ports as output port. First take any value of stack pointer to, suppose value is 2000. Now MBI 80. This is the control word of 8255. If all the ports are in output and all are in mode 0, value of control register will be 80. Now you have to return this in control register out 83. Again I am taking the same port addresses. Now high to low pulse. High to low pulse. This one means all bits are 1 means FF. All bits are 0 means 00. Now MVI AFF, value of it means A means FF out 80. Now, but in between high and low pulse you need some time delay. So we will provide a delay circuit here. We are providing a delay circuit, a delay program here. Okay. This is your final program. LXI SP 2000 MBI 80 out 83. You have assigned all the ports as a output function. MBI A FF means now value is 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 means all bits are 1 out 80. Suppose you are taking port A only for this purpose. You suppose you need only port A out 80. In port A it will be 1. Now call delay. You are providing a delay circuit. Delay, it is just providing a delay. This is your delay circuit. MBI B delay, DCR B JNZ loop 1. It will providing unnecessarily a delay. JNZ loop 1, it will jump here. Okay, and when loop is completed, you have RET return. Return means now it will return to main program just after call instruction. It will return here. Now MBI is 00. Now value is 0. Again the same out 80. Again call delay. Again it will come here and it will provide a delay. Then jump repeat. Again it will jump here. In this case you can see you are getting a square waveform, 1 then 0, and it is taking some time, so it will come for long duration. Okay, then 0, then again 1, then 0. So jump repeat. And similarly, suppose you have to generate a triangular waveform. Okay, suppose you have to generate a triangular waveform in this game. Suppose starting value is 0, then after every step it is incrementing by 1. 0 plus 1 1, then 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, and so on. D plus 1 FE, then FE plus 1 FF, and after then it is decrementing after every FF minus 1 FE minus 1 FD, then 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, then 0, then incrementing after. The same case again all ports are output ports. MBI 80 out 83. Okay, MBI is 00 because initial value is 00, so out 80. So again you are using port A. Then INR A, because after every step you are incremented by 1, INR out 80. Then you will compare this with the FF data. If value is less than or equal to FF, okay, then you have to increment by 1, otherwise you have to again repeat from 00 to FF. So MBI, this is your MBI INR out 80 CPI FF GNZ loop, it will go here, and then 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. When it will reach at FF, now it will not go at loop, it will come here, because after FF you have to decrement by 1 after every step. Now again it will decremented by DCA. Okay, the FF minus 1 F E, again out 80. Now again it will compare with 0 0. When it reaches to 0 0, again you have to repeat the same step. Okay, then again it will jump here, and after every step it will decrement by 1. When it reaches to 0 0, again it will start from here. In this way you can perform how to generate a triangular waveform. Thank you so much for watching. This is your complete program.